Okay, hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Sabrina, and welcome to Sabrina's Book Nook. So this is my first video, basically on this channel. I'll be doing book-related videos, like book reviews, book recommendations, opinions, I don't know, all sort of stuff like that. But yeah, that's essentially what my channel is going to be like. I like to read. I read a good amount of books, and I have a lot of opinions that no one really likes to listen to, so here's this channel. Yeah, as for a posting schedule, my goal is to post at least once a week around the same time. My only goal, honestly, is to just post consistently, although that might be hard, you know, with schoolwork and other hobbies and stuff like that. But I promise, actually I don't know if I can keep this promise, but I promise to post at least once a week, hopefully around the same day. Yeah, so that's basically like an introduction to my channel. I will talk about books, hopefully post once a week, and just give my opinions on things. Great, right, so I figured just an introduction video would be kind of boring. So I figured I would do a book haul as well, because I went book shopping yesterday and I bought a lot of books. More books than I usually buy, and I spent, I don't even want to say how much money because it was way too much money for me. Alright, so let's jump into the book haul. Alright, so the first book I bought was Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. Right, so if you can tell by the poster on my wall, I love Perks of Being a Wallflower. It's one of my favorite movies. So I've heard a lot of good reviews about this book. I heard it's like a really good short coming of age book. I'm really excited. I love the movie, so hopefully this will be a good read. I know there are a couple differences between the book and the movie, so we'll see how that turns out. Alright, so next book I bought was Wilder Girls by Rory Power. So I don't really know what this book is about. I only bought it because I've heard pretty good reviews about it, and I know that it's a mystery book, I think. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, I've heard a lot of good reviews about this book. I've heard about it a bit on Book Talk. So I'm hoping that it will be good and I didn't regret my purchase, but we'll see how this turns out. Alright, so next book I got was The Vanishing Stair by Maureen Johnson. So this is the second book in the Truly Devious trilogy. I read Truly Devious, the first book, I think a couple days ago, and it left off on a big cliffhanger, which really bothers me because my sister only bought the first book in the trilogy and she didn't buy the other two, so I decided I had to have the other two because I cannot leave books off on a cliffhanger. So this is the second book in the series, which leads me to my next book, which is The Hand on the Wall, also by Maureen Johnson, which is the third book in the trilogy. I'm a little bit upset because I ordered this book from Amazon and it came with a rip, which is really annoying because this is supposed to be like new condition, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, this is the third book in the trilogy. Yeah, I really just wanted the rest of the books in the trilogy because I hate leaving books off on a cliffhanger. Alright, so next book I got was Masterminds by Gordon Corman. To be honest, I've literally never heard of this book before, like at all. The only reason I bought it was because somebody recommended it to me, and they just like swore up and down about how great this book was, and I googled it as well, and it has really high ratings and reviews. I thought it was YA, but it's actually it's for like younger readers, because that's the section I found it in at Barnes & Noble. Might explain why it took me like 20 minutes to find this book, because I was looking in the wrong section. It looks interesting, it sounds interesting. I'm definitely gonna have high expectations going in reading this book, just because apparently it's good, so I'm going to have high expectations. But we'll see how that turns out. Alright, next book I got. Actually, not necessarily I got, but They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. Now, I already know everybody who's like ever read a book or has just part of Book Talk has heard of this book, They Both Die at the End. I've heard so much about this book. Practically like every reader, I feel like, has read this book. I have not read this book. I have mixed feelings about this because, you know, at first everyone was absolutely hyping this book up, like, this is the greatest book you'll ever read, blah blah blah. And then came a second wave of this book didn't live up to the hype, like it wasn't even that good. So I have very mixed feelings like going into this. I'm really excited to read this book though, because I know it's such a popular book. And it's just, I feel like I'm not a reader if I haven't read this book. I didn't really buy this book though. My sister actually did, but we share a lot of books, so she was like, you can include it in your book haul video because I just recently bought it. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm definitely gonna do a review on this and see how it holds up. Next book I got, The Secret History by Donna Tartt. This is another popular book. I've heard so much about it. I know it's like a dark academia mystery book or something like that, and I know it has a lot of good reviews. So I don't even know what this book is about, to be honest. I've just heard really good reviews about it, so I decided to buy it and like just read it, check it out. It looks not that long, to be honest, so I think I can maybe finish it in one sitting if I tried. I don't know. I'm just excited to see how this turns out. So, next book I got, King of Scars by Leigh Bardugo. I have already read this book. I love this book. I love practically every book in the Grishaverse, even the Shadow and Bone trilogy, even though I know it has some mixed reviews. But King of Scars, I absolutely love it. I love Nikolai, I love Zoya, I loved Nina, I loved all of that. I read it online though, which is why I didn't have a physical copy, but I wanted to get one so I could complete my collection back there. I might reread this just because, to get in preparation for the Netflix show coming in April 23rd, which I'm so excited for. Anyone who knows me knows I am not shut up about that show. I definitely don't regret this purchase. I love this book and I'm happy that I have my own copy of it now. So this brings me to my final book, which is, and I've been waiting for this book for about a month, Rule of Wolves, also by Leigh Bardugo. Anyone who knows me knows that I have not stopped talking about this book for like the past month. I've been waiting for this book for what feels like forever. I'm pretty sure this is the final book for the Grishaverse. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what I've been told. I also know that this book will completely wreck you based on what I've heard so far, so I'm a little bit nervous going in. I'm so excited to read it. I've been waiting for this book. I have not stopped talking about it. And after the ending in King of Scars, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but after the ending in that book, I was just left on a cliffhanger and I was just kind of like, I need to know what happens. I was so excited for this book. I got this the day it was released, which was yesterday. I just went into Barnes & Noble and I got it, like, because I needed to have it. And I'm probably going to read it after I finish filming this video. So definitely watch out for a review for this book coming out soon. It might even be the next video based on how fast I usually finish the Grishaverse books. Because with all the Grishaverse books, I usually finish them all in one sitting for some reason, because they're good. So I'm definitely gonna read this pretty fast, I think. Am I gonna be ready for it? Probably not, but I'm still gonna read it pretty fast. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Ta-da! So yeah, these are all the books for my book haul. If you watched this entire video, thank you so much. If you liked it, give this video a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, don't give it a thumbs up. If you really hated it, give it a thumbs down. Even though I really hope you didn't hate it, that would be bad. Yeah, make sure to subscribe and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!